What's up, everybody? My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Wonderful Everyday Down the Rabbit Hole. Last episode, we began Chapter 3, titled It's My Own Invention, and it seems that Takuji is the narrator or main character or whatever of this chapter. And we got quite an insight into how his brain works, and it's messy, we'll just say. So I was told that there are two endings to this chapter, the true end and the alternate end. So the way that those work is, to get the true end, I have to always pick choices so that Takuji gives into his delusions. So what I did last episode, even though I didn't intend to do that, it was all due to this fucking coaster, but whatever, it works. We might as well just go for the true end at this point anyways. So every time that an option like that appears, I have to choose that he gives into his desires. I don't know, not desires, delusions. I don't know if that means that there's going to be more of those, but due to the fact that I was told that there's about a dozen H scenes in this chapter, yeah, there's probably going to be more. So, that's great. Also scary, but yeah. As well, in order to get the alternate ending, I don't know if I have to, like how it works is, well, I think I just have to make it so at least one time he doesn't give in to his delusions. So if that happens at least once, I get the alternate ending. And there's also apparently a bit of disparity as to whether it's best to get the true ending first or the alternate ending first. But at this point, I think I'll just go for the true ending first, and then go back and get the alternate ending. So, yeah. Other than that, there's not really much else to discuss. So, yeah, let's just continue. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Takashima, who was doing something so rude just a second ago, had returned to the normal Takashima as if the film had been rewound. No, that's wrong. It hadn't been rewound. Sorry. I was just playing it out in my head, but I took it a bit too far. It's always like this. I can't stop myself when I get caught up in my delusions. Now she probably thinks I'm really weird. Crap, I messed up. She doesn't really look upset. Actually, she's blushing a little bit. Good. I thought she was going to be grossed out like everyone else. Something I can't tell anyone about. Huh? Oh, that's right. Calm down. As casually as possible. I don't know if she really wants to. I have to casually feel out the situation. If this goes well, she might even show me her panties. Please chill, dude. Mamiya? What is it, all of a sudden? Oh, I thought it would be rude if I found out your secret without telling you. Your secret? Yeah. What's the single most embarrassing thing about you? Huh? I don't mean it in a perverted way. I just thought that something embarrassing would probably be a secret of equal value. Something embarrassing? Something you always keep secret. I guess. Or something you always hide from prying eyes. Something I hide? If you could wait a little bit, I'll go get it. Huh? Get what? Something as valuable as this place is to you, I hope. I'll show you my shameful secret. Secret? Takashima ran off. She went to go get something. I hope no one saw her when she left in a rush like that, but I'm a little bit worried. A shameful secret. I wonder what she has in mind. A girl's shameful secret. Does that shock always mean delusion time or something? Okay. Since it's a full text box and it's sprites, I'll do this. So it's something I'm going to do regarding the text box because I guess I was told in an indirect way last episode that having the black box, the censoring the entire time, might be a little bit annoying. I think I'll try to make it so, like, the black box covers, like, as little as possible, or, like, with CGs, I'll just have the full text box here, opaque, whatever. Not opaque. No, wait. What's the definition of opaque? My brain's farting right now. Opaque is... Okay, yeah. Regardless, whatever. Who's talking? Takuji. What are you doing? I thought it was someone else.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like I promised.
Promised?
You said you needed one of my secrets.
Huh?
No, like, my weak point.
Girls. Weak point. Wait, calm down. This reckless attitude is just inviting disaster. Handle it calmly. Act cool and collected. Your weak point?
Yeah, it's not fair that I know your secret, so...
You mean...
So...
Really?
Please take this.
What's this? I was dumbstruck by her desperate plea. My muscles refused to move, like they'd been tied up with an invisible rope. Her gaze was glued to the floor. Her face was bright red, and resting in her outstretched hands was... This couldn't be. Resting on her delicate hands was a round shape, almost like an elongated ping-pong ball with a cord attached to what looked like a remote control. What? That's...
Yes.
I actually knew very well what it was. I knew what it was, but I could never use it myself, and I never met anyone else who would use one for me.
It's a vibrator.
Okay. I'm guessing the electric shock sound always means delusions, huh?
Huh?
I was right! She's nothing like I had imagined. My eyes have been opened. She's the kind of girl that only appears in the fictional worlds of erotic manga and erage. If something like this fell out of the pocket of someone like Akasaka or Kitami, who were known for being loose... Okay, that's just a quote. No one's saying that in particular, I see. I knew she was a fucking slut. Sex is all she cares about. It'd be easy to scorn them and laugh it off. I wouldn't even be surprised to see it happen, though I actually probably would be surprised. But to hear that a polite and diligent girl like Takashima had something like this was a shock that could change my whole worldview.
Since you told me about your secret base.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She averted her eyes and tried to force the words out of her mouth. Apparently, looking directly at me was too embarrassing. Okay.
So to make it even, this is something that I can never let anyone else know about. I thought I should tell you my biggest secret, since you revealed yours to me.
It wasn't just her voice shaking from embarrassment, her whole body was shaking. Takashima's embarrassing secret. Something she always hides away from prying eyes. It's her super secret item, her weak point. Embarrassing secret, plus always hidden, plus a girl's times, I guess, a girl's weak point equals... Da-ba-da-ba-da. Ding. Uh-oh. Is that a vibrator?
Eek.
When I yelled the word vibrator, she flinched like a little girl being yelled at by her father. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm really sorry. I tried to calm her down so she wouldn't faint. Right, it's embarrassing for her. There's only one thing she could do with that. If you flip the switch, it'll start to vibrate. You could rub it here or there in the heat of the moment, even stick it in there. Imagining the different places she could stick it in, I gained a new respect for its versatility. Okay, dude. But either way, the result is the same. There's only one thing someone could do with it. Not voicing that. Just imagining it made my breathing faster, my pulse quicker, and my body temperature higher. I couldn't tell what was causing it, but her breath grew ragged too, as if she was holding a dangerous weapon. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I had no idea what was going to happen next, but I felt like it was going well. Wow, this is really surprising. I really am surprised that a chaste, high-class girl like you would have a dirty toy like this. That was certainly something she would want to keep secret. But since it was lying in front of me, not hidden away in her room, she probably had it in the classroom, or she was carrying it around in her bag, or you're imagining all of this. Huh? Why would she do that? Why would she carry around a toy like this? Huh? It made me want to interrogate her like a news reporter that doesn't care if they're a bother, but she wouldn't let me do that. Girls can tell when someone has ulterior motives. So I calmed my heart, put on a smile, and tried to speak in a relaxed tone of voice.
You hid me in your secret base that you didn't want anyone to know about. You saved me when I had nowhere else to run.
If the situation were... Wait, she's also saying this, okay.
If the situation were reversed, I might have left you behind so that I could keep my base secret.
Her cheeks were still flushed. She was trying her best to keep her voice steady and look me straight at me as she talked.
But you saved me when I was in trouble. Even though you had to reveal your secret base to do it.
Yeah, well, I guess so. This time I had to avert my eyes, since she looked straight into them and spoke as if she were confessing her love. You know, I've had plenty of girls tell me I'm the scum of the earth. Okay, but this was the first time I've ever had one talk to me like this. I was honestly a little unsure how to respond. I'll have to cry myself to sleep if I pick the wrong choice and miss the flag. And I was all in on this bet, since I couldn't go into the menu and make a new save. I was so nervous it felt like the vibrator was being pressed up against my chest.
I know I'm a little naive, but even I know how hard it is to be kind to a stranger. That's why.
Oh no. As I tried my best to hide my overflowing emotion, she put her hands right in front of her chest and started speaking with a red face.
That's why I thought it would be alright if I showed you my biggest secret. I thought it would only be fair if we both knew each other's secrets, so,
yeah.
And I know you're kind and trustworthy, so I'm sure you won't tell anyone else about my secret.
Yeah, of course not. If I tried to betray you, you would tell other people about this place. It really would be a problem if I couldn't use my base anymore, even if it is dark and a bit uncomfortable. It's the only safe place I have at school. If I couldn't hide here, I might not ever be able to come back to school.
That's right. I'm glad I showed you. Yeah.
A tranquil smile formed on her lovely face. Her cheeks were still bright red, though. The contrast was incredibly Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that.
By the way, if you slide the switch, you can change the vibration speed.
Wow, great. Don't care. No, really? I see. No, she really didn't need to explain it to me. I knew that much. But hearing her explain it was extremely sexy, so I quietly listened to her. Christ. I was shaking a little bit. I could feel my teeth chattering. Since you brought it here so quickly, does that mean you carry it around with you?
Well, yes.
Her body was shivering like she was cold, and yet at the same time, it looked like she was too hot to stand up straight.
I have an obligation to tell you all of my secrets.
Her voice cracked as she declared that.
I'll tell you all my secrets.
Okay. I was totally bowled over, but my head was spinning with anticipation for what she was going to say next.
I actually like to go out in public and masturbate, hoping they don't notice. It's one of my hobbies. What?
I had a feeling it was something like that, but the shock still sent my heart aflutter.
I wander around town, and then when I find a place that looks nice, I do it, and I think about the people watching.
Her face was bright red, tears were forming in her eyes, and she was off balance. She shook a little as she stood there.
I know I shouldn't, but I do it, just like that.
Her face was red and her eyes tearful as she confessed her perversion. This is moe. Okay.
I'm sorry. You probably think I'm an awful dirty girl.
No, in fact, I think you don't exist. I think you're just a delusion in Takuji's messed up mind. No, I don't think anything like that. Her face was as red as a beet, and for some reason she looked like she was about to cry. She was overcome with emotion, I guess. I couldn't be sure, but her tearful and erotic confession, that was too lewd. I knew it all too well. Oh no. Well, I did sometimes too. I don't think it's healthy for someone of our age to hold it in.
So you don't need to worry about it too much.
We're the kinds of close friends who can share these secrets after all.
I'll swear it to you right here.
Or is that Takuji? That's also Takuji. He said all of those. Okay. Christ. I'll swear it to you right here. I will absolutely never tell anyone else what you've told me. I would never betray one of my friends.
No, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah. So, could you tell me more about that?
Nah, you still want to know more?
Of course, I do.
Then, I hope you like my perverted story.
Gulp. The combination of innocence and obscenity in her smile made my mouth water. Please calm down, Takuji. Oh no.
Well, a few weeks ago, I think it was a sunny day.
She looked at me with a soft smile, but her face was red and hot, and her fists were clenched. Her palms were probably covered in sweat. Her eyes were still tearful. She wiped them a few times, but even then they were moist.
The train to school in the morning is always packed, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is. Wait, are you saying some pervert touched you?
That might have been nice too. Huh? Oh, nothing. No one touched me.
Oh no. At this angle, okay, I'm just gonna be preemptive about this. And, yep. There's still a part that I'll probably have to censor if she does what I'm assuming she'll do. She wasn't put off when I assumed the worst like that. She actually seemed pleased by it. Of course, I'm a growing boy, so I love stories like this. But I wouldn't want to hear about a beautiful girl I just become friends with being defiled by another man.
I'll continue the story, if you don't mind.
Of course.
It was pretty crowded on that day, so there was nowhere to sit. I was holding onto the handhold and standing. I'm not very strong, so often I can't get to the door in time if I sit in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You have to push your way through the people standing by the door.
Right, the door's right there, but it feels like it's 1,000 miles away. And I'm afraid to squeeze in between people I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
No, most girls probably feel that way.
Oh, excuse me, we're off topic again. At that time, there was a drowsy man in front of me. It was still morning, and he already looked like he'd done a full day's work. I don't know why, but standing next to that smelly old man, oh no, I started to feel funny.
Do you like older guys?
Not at all. I never said I liked older guys. But on that day, it just so happened that I put the vibrator, oh no, so I could turn it on with the remote control at any time. I don't think that just happened on its own, did it? I guess so, that's right. It was probably just a coincidence.
I don't know who was saying that then and there, but whatever. I'm gonna try not to go to the log too much, so okay. She said she always carried it around, but it just so happened to be there.
So I was relieved, since it wasn't like it was the man in front of me that was making me feel that way. That's what I told myself. But I imagined it. What would happen if I turned the switch on? What would it be like if I bet right in front of him? I felt a little strange the moment that thought popped into my mind.
Nah? What happened?
Oh, nothing. My finger just happened to be on the switch, so I accidentally turned it on.
You turned it on. Okay. I'm not sure if I have to censor that. Should I just in case, because YouTube? Like, I haven't censored every panty shot in this game, but a few of them I have, just when it's easier to anyways.
I didn't mean to. It probably was just a coincidence, so I was a little shocked. But I'm not very quick on my feet, so I hesitated for a moment. I wanted to turn it off, but...
You didn't turn it off right away?
Yes, I totally panicked. I didn't intend to go that far, but I didn't know what I should do next. I was thinking, what should I do? I shouldn't have turned it on in a place like this. I'm not sure what I was doing.
Oh. Yeah, also I was told that with this game, these scenes, types of scenes like this, they do tend to go on for a while. So, yeah, it wasn't just that one in particular last episode. They just tend to go for a while anyway, so great.
I didn't know what to do, but I guess it kind of felt good.
What did it feel like?
What did it feel like? Well...
And now we get into the part where it's like, what would you expect, huh?
And then...
Yeah, what did you expect? Should I just make... You know what? Let's just make that a bit. Whenever it's just like one of these scenes, and what they say is what you would expect because that's the mood they're going for, that's just what I'll say, and I won't read the dialogue. What would you expect? How did it feel and what did you expect? Okay, no, that'll get annoying real fast. Okay, so, yeah, Okay, come on. Didn't want to overdo it if it's... This is all just to characterize Takuji as being, like, irredeemably delusional, right? So it's not like I need to read this, because that's the whole plot point. It's just that Takuji is fucking horny all the time. And lost in his own mind, right? Yeah, there's no way the girl in front of him would secret... God damn. Jesus Christ. Alright, so when does it end? What? Okay, I think they also misspelled that word, also. Oh my god. This is basically like just the same thing again. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna leave a black box here the whole time, so sorry if that's annoying. I'll try to make it as small as I can get away with. So, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just completely pointless. Or at least I'd like to hope that it is. Yeah, it's just her being an exhibitionist again in his mind. So it's not important, right? It's just Takuji's delusions. It's just Takuji being fucking weird. Him thinking about things that don't actually happen. Because, like, if one of these end up being, like, oh, the real truth, then it's just like, okay, then that also just characterizes Zakuro as being an exhibitionist. Okay, great, so what? Except, from what we know about her from the first 2 chapters, she's not really. I mean, the first chapter, kinda, she was doing weird things, but only when she was... Well, she was drunk that one time, and the second time, I don't know what the fuck that was about, but... Kagami and Tsukasa were doing it too, so... Whatever. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, yeah. It's just going to... just black box the whole time. Does it end? Please tell me it ends soon. Because this dialogue, this can't be important. It literally can't. It's just Takuji's delusions, right? It's just that. I'm kind of like reading it relatively fast. I don't read this fast. I'm not like that Vine of someone. It's not a Vine, but you know, that video of some guy reading a book on a train going super duper fast. But he's not actually reading it. Okay? I'm well versed enough. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm assuming that multiple flashes like that means, oh, the end, right? Okay, cool. Fade to black. Cool. Black box gone. Nice. So it's over, right? I never knew a quiet girl like you could do something so bold.
Oh, yes. Excuse me.
Maybe she felt better after telling me about... She acted more friendly toward me than before.
What? What's the most nerve-wracking place for you?
What? Huh? I've never done anything like that. And what about you?
Eh?
This is still stupid. Did Takuji say... No, that was Zakuro. Okay. What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'd love to hear about that. But have you actually tried that?
Yes, something like that.
If you were in the same wait, that's also her.
If you were in the same class, you might have noticed.
Don't you try to hide it? What if you got caught? If Akasaka or Kitami caught you, your life would be over.
I guess so, but I can't stop.
I see.
Mamiya, this might be a silly question, but could we call each other by our names?
Names? You mean our first names?
We're partners in crime. We've shared all our secrets already. How about we call each other by our first names to become even more intimate?
Partners in crime, first names. Her first name. That felt downright surreal. It was like I just unlocked the Takashima Zakuro route.
What should I call you?
What do you mean? My first name is...
Takuji.
Oh, you remember my full name?
Yes, would it be alright if I called you Takuji?
Oh, that's fine.
Please call me Zakuro without any honorifics.
Yeah, alright.
Nah, should we start telling each other secrets again?
Or was that Takuji again? That was also Takuji.
Yes. Well, on those days, I go to the do.
Funny music, haha.
And then I wait until everyone around me is focusing on the blackboard in their notes. Then I turn the switch on just a little bit.
She turned it on as she eagerly explained. She's having fun watching my nervous face, and her voice was more than... It's still just his delusion, so this still isn't characterization for Zakuro, just for Takuji. So all I really need to know is that Takuji is just always thinking about crap like this, and he gets lost in his own mind immediately. I don't know if the electric shock has anything to do with it, or if it's just a fucking sound effect to make you think. To, like, indicate, oh, he's gonna start doing his dumb shit now. But, still. Does it end? Does it end? I mean, it's not really an H scene anymore, right? It's just her talking about this stuff. Well, both of them talking about it. Please don't do anything fucking absurd. I don't want to have to... Honestly, I don't like having to censor stuff at all. It's annoying because I have to go back through the whole video just to make sure that I cover everything. Okay, fade to black. That? What was that sound? What? That sound? Was someone knocking on the manhole? Okay. He's no longer delusional. Hooray! At least, I think. Why? That one doesn't have a choice, actually. I'm assuming that one might have only happened if he gave into all of his delusions the first time. Someone's outside the manhole. I put my ear up against the manhole and listened.
I think it was this manhole, but... it's too heavy.
No, it's Takashima.
Huh?
Howdy. What are you doing? I thought it was someone else.
I'm sorry. Like I promised.
Promised?
You said you needed one of my secrets.
Nah?
No, like my weak point.
Girls. Weak point. Oh, come on. Alright, should I just write sticky notes to, like, make myself remember every time that I have to censor something? I mean, that's quick, which means it's even more annoying, and I'd probably forget it. I should just have my stack of sticky notes out to, like, tally every single time that I have to censor something. So, yeah, that's 2 so far. Handle it calmly, be completely calm. Your weak point?
Yeah, it's not fair that I know your secret, so...
You mean...
So...
That? Really?
Please take this.
What's this?
My notebook.
I figured it'd be something like that. I can see that.
This is my weak point. It's my weak point.
Oh, I see. There are a bunch of drawings in the notebook she gave me. They looked like some shoujo manga, and honestly, they weren't very good. You see, that's a lot more in character for Zakuro than everything that's happening in Takuji's mind. Christ almighty. If they keep on doing shit like that with this chapter, I'm probably going to get through this chapter, like, at the rate we're going, next episode. Granted, I have no clue how long this chapter is, so it's a joke. That was her weak point? Manga. Huh.
Yes.
Well, they're kind of good. I don't know why I got my hopes up. Well, it's not an erage, and it's not like she would say, look at my weak point and show me your panties, or tell me about the way she masturbates with a vibrator. The only place where that kind of blissful world exists is in the mind of the people writing erage. So it goes.
Are you heading back now?
What?
You're about to go back to your secret base, right?
Well, yeah, that's the idea.
Would you mind if I came with you?
Well, sure. You already know where it is, after all. But what for?
Oh, I just wanted to know more about the base, I guess.
Eh? What's that? She wants to know more? It's kind of...
Do you always stay here?
Here? I'd get sick if I stayed here in the humidity. It's kind of nasty.
Oh, I guess so.
Well then, I'm going up.
Up? Huh? There's more to your base?
Like I said, I'd get sick if I stayed down here. Look, there's a ladder over there.
No, there is. I couldn't see it in the dark.
If you want to come along, feel free. Just don't fall. Is that sound effect supposed to be climbing a ladder? Because it doesn't really sound like one. That sounds more like it.
This This is amazing.
This is the new building's foundation. Right above us is Building C, where the new pool is.
How did you find this place?
Well, I have my ways.
No one comes here, do they?
No, I'm sure workmen would come down here if there was a problem with the pool. There are plumbing pipes and stuff.
But bullies and teachers wouldn't come down here. No one's going to bother us down here.
Bother us? Maybe? Wait, what? What did that mean? It's not like she was saying that the two of us could be alone down here. Well, yes, but not in the way that your mind's working, Takuji. Do I need to put a third tally? No, wait. Girls always show interest like that and then stab you in the back later. I can't open up too much. That's right.
Huh? You even have a generator?
I started the generator's engine and started walking away from her, hoping she wouldn't notice how nervous I was. Nothing good happens when I get worked up. My voice cracks and I start stammering. Right now I have to block and try to calm down.
Why is the roof so high?
Maybe they were going to build something down here, but they ran out of money halfway through?
What would they put down here?
Who knows? It's not like they could fit a whole other, fit another whole floor down here, though I'm not really an expert. Here it is.
Here?
I passed my arm through the dark, gravelly curtain. Takashima looked pretty surprised when my hand went straight through what she thought was the wall.
Is this fabric? Wow, it's almost like a house. It's so bright.
Yeah, that's why I have the generator. I can read or even play games in here.
Books. Are these your books?
Some of them are mine, but not all. I brought some books that my parents make me read.
There are a lot of really difficult books here.
Those aren't mine. They're the ones my parents try to make me read. They're in the way, so I just keep them down here.
There are a bunch of plays. King Lear, Macbeth, Cyrano de Bergerac.
I don't really know anything about them. I don't understand why someone would want to read that. Same, man. She probably likes plays like that, doesn't she?
And there are a lot of light novels.
A ton of them, right? They're all mine.
Do you like light novels?
Well, yeah. I don't think there's anything to learn from old books. There's nothing but old information in them, you know?
Maybe so.
Oh, my dad's home. Okay, expect dog bark. Right, what good is the information some dead guy wrote 100 years ago? We have the internet now.
The internet, huh? You can definitely find out stuff immediately that way.
Right, all the information you need is on the internet.
Is it?
Of course, if there's something you really want, you can just use P2P software. I don't know what that is.
P2P?
Peer-to-peer. Oh. Are you looking for any manga or anything like that? I could download it for you right now. You can get information without paying money. The only people who use money for that are bifags. Whoa, dude.
Bifags?
They're idiots who think they're better than everyone else. Anyway, you can download anything. Look, I downloaded this earlier.
No.
Eh?
That's wrong.
For some reason, Takashima took a jar off my food shelf. A jar of something.
This isn't a jar of marmalade, is it?
Huh? Marmalade? What's that? Do you want something to eat?
No, it's nothing. I'm sorry.
What's wrong all of a sudden?
I should be heading home.
Eh? Already? I stood in front of her when she tried to run off. I wasn't thinking, it was just a reflexive action. Not thinking at all. What? Why does this girl suddenly want to go home? Did she change her mind for some reason? What's wrong?
Sorry.
You can come back anytime you want. Takashima! Like I said, dog bark. What was that? Jeez, girls are always like that. They act like they're interested, and then, of course, it ends up like that. Just what the heck was up with that? Ridiculous. Started to feel kind of tired. I sank deep into the sofa. All the stuff that happened today tired me out. My body felt sluggish. Big car. That is just a regular truck. Okay. Incredibly sluggish. Incredibly sleepy. I was suddenly sleepy. Sleepy. The blazing summer sun steals my strength. But I feel sleepy during the spring, too. And the fall, and the winter, too. But I think a lot of people say they're tired during the spring. So being tired during the spring isn't a problem. The Sleep. Oh no! Come on! Okay, it's my own invention, July 3rd. Was that just supposed... Also, that's Ayana in the background there, I guess. Alright. There was a shock sound, so I don't know if we're in his delusions, or if that just means he fell asleep and was dreaming about something like that. I don't know. Whatever. It's awfully hot today, too. It was too hot, so I was forced to attend class starting with first period. One reason was for my credits, and another was for the air conditioning. It was cool inside the building, but my secret base was pretty stifling. Now that the air conditioning in the floor above my base is turned on, it should start getting cooler. When the floor above cools down, the underground room cools down as well. I guess air flows down from the floor above. So it starts getting cooler down there in the afternoon. That is true. Cool air goes down and hot air goes up. That's the only thing I remember learning from earth science in high school. I planned to head underground when second period ended. And I'm sick of going to classes. Classes really tire me out. I mean, there are so many people in such a small classroom. And they're all sitting, facing the same direction. It's like a horror movie. It'd be strange to not get creeped out by that. I mean, yeah, you can think of it that way if you want to, I guess. Honestly, while I'm in class, my palms get really sweaty from the stress. Just from being in that space. So you're just ditching? I immediately lay down on the sofa. I'm tired. And incredibly sleepy. It's probably because the summer sun steals all my strength. No, I'm tired in the spring too. But lots of people say they're tired in the spring, so it's not a problem to be tired in the spring. But it's summer. The problem is the Are we going to July 4th now? No? Okay. I poured hot water into some of the cup ramen I kept down here. Then I used the portable stove to boil water. For the record, I do have an electric water heater, but it cools down while I don't have the generator running. I slept quite a while. Since I wore myself out today, sleeping like that makes me hungry. But when I eat, I get tired. Kinda feels like I'm always sleeping. And there we go. Laptop. I turned on my computer while waiting on my ramen. The signal looked fine. It was working pretty well. That's right. Maybe I should check in on the site I administrate. After checking my email, I went to the site that I administer. More registration applications, huh? Who referred them? The referrer is... Wait. This address is Senagawa's, isn't it? So this new registration must be another teacher pretending to be a student. The referrer was Senagawa Yui, one of our teachers. She had been registered on this message board for 3 months. After registering, she never posted anything. Apparently she was just monitoring the site. Or maybe there was something she was worried about. Well, even teachers are human. Even they would be interested in what people are saying about them on the message boards. Okay. That might seem like a pretty insignificant line, honestly, him saying, well, even teachers are human. But back when I was thinking about his prophecy or whatnot last chapter, how he was saying another person will die, and everyone, like, there will be a lot of witnesses and crap like that, and they'll speak of the ultimate demise, and how that didn't fit Senagawa's death at all. I was thinking, well, maybe he doesn't think of teachers as human because of him talking down about the education system. But then he says this, even teachers are human, so never mind. I've been the administrator of the underground message board for quite a while. Before I started this site, there were several different underground message boards for Kita High, but they were all much smaller sites. I knew quite a lot about making websites despite my age, because I'd been helping my parents manage their site since I was a child. Fucking Mishima. Though all I actually did was modify an existing floating thread message board template. I don't know if my site was more user-friendly than the rest or what, but it grew larger than all the others. Since no one can look at the site without registering, a lot of sketchy things get posted here. From personal information to illegal wares, all of that stuff. I wonder who this teacher could be. Well, I suppose I'll find it out eventually. Probably Kiyokawa. The reason I found out which account was Senagawa's was because she put her name in the email address. What a stupid woman. And also from the time she logged in. Most of her logins were between classes. One time I actually saw the site up on her phone screen. What a stupid teacher. Supervision, huh? As if that stupid teacher could... It's easier to just let her think she's supervising us. She can dance in the palm of my hand. I can't get enough of this feeling of omnipotence. Since I'm the administrator, I know everything that almost everyone in the school says or does. Though that's only for the people who've registered. There are 158 people registered. An entire grade consists of about 280 people, so that's not too bad, I guess. Though it's not that many out of the whole school. For the record, I laid it out in a spreadsheet, and 63% are third years, 25% are second years, 10% are first years, and the other 2% are unknown, probably teachers. It's a pretty good percentage of the third years, at least. So I know what most of the people in the same year as me are doing. Oh, wait. Oh, you are a third year. Okay. I thought the main characters were all second years. I guess not. But they're all such idiots. Mostly they talk about boring stuff, but sometimes they talk about dangerous topics like sex, schoolgirl prostitution, bullying, and occasionally even drugs. Actually, there was a thread about Takashima's bullying, wasn't there? Well, I guess it makes more sense that they're all third years due to, like, the disclaimer with the game being, like, at the very beginning when you turn it on. It's like, every character in this game is 18 or older, but then, like, then they introduced, and I kind of doubt that, but whatever. If the creator says she's 18, then whatever. Though it was from like a year ago. The posters in that thread were Akasaka Megu, Kitami Satoko, and Tachibana Kimika, I think. At the time, I'd glanced at it for a few seconds, but it irritated me, so I ignored it after that. Bullying gets on my nerves, even if I'm not the one being bullied. Well, I don't really remember what they were talking about, since I haven't looked at it in so long. I wonder what happened after that. They probably kept bullying her. The thread is still there, which means her situation hasn't changed at all. Or maybe they're talking about something completely different now. I wonder. So who cares? After all, what can I do with that knowledge? Even if I do find out what's happening to her, what exactly am I supposed to do about it? I can't even do anything to help myself. How can I possibly help someone else? I can't even change my own fate. There's no way I could save someone else. Though there is one thing I can do. Don't listen to Chihaya. Fate's not absolute, Takuji. Next time she comes here, I should try to be a bit nicer to her. I could show her my favorite anime and favorite manga. There's no way I can save her, but I might be able to ease her pain. I should try showing her some of my anime, manga, and other stuff like that. I'm glad there weren't quotes around other stuff, because... That's right, she's not an enemy. She's not an enemy. So next time, I should try to be nice to her. Manhole? It feels a bit cooler now. Why is it that sometimes it says Mamiya and other times it says Takuji? That's weird. I think I've only noticed that happen with Takuji. Like... I don't think it's ever happened with Yuki, or, either of the Wakatsuki sisters, or any of the random minor characters. It seems like it's only happened with Takuji, which is strange. The sun had started to weaken, but still, the summer sun was persistent. The sun scorches the earth even late into the evening. The clubs probably haven't ended yet. It can't just be like a fucking... weird formatting thing, right? Like, maybe in the original version of the game, they always had the characters' full names written there instead of just their given name or their family name. And, like, the translators got confused or something. Because there are multiple translators for this game, it seems, so maybe some of them put Takuji and others put Mamiya because there was, like, a lack of communication or something. I got thirsty while I was down there on the internet. I could probably get a small refrigerator to put down here, but for the moment I still had to go out and buy my drinks. I usually go to the convenience store when I want something to drink. And now it says Takuji. Okay, I guess it must be that. Although, I'm almost out of ramen. I guess I'll go to the dollar store, though it's a bit further away. It's cheaper out there. Oh, Tsukasa? This girl. Girl? I know her. I know this girl. She's... Oh no. Oh fuck. I'm I'm ready to put a third tally. Alright. It's just, yeah. So I'm gonna do that. As usual.
Hello, Mamiya.
She gave me a thin smile as she greeted me. She looked as if she had forced her expression into a smile as she answered. Why would she want to go out of her way to talk to me?
Have you been doing okay, Mamiya?
Her name is Wakatsuki Tsukasa. She's the perfect, isn't she? Is that why she's talking to me? I feel like that line must have been translated clunkily. No, it feels like she might have been on the student council. The class representative? Either way, I don't want to talk to anyone like that.
It seems like you haven't been in class lately.
Her smile just gets on my nerves. It's not like she's ever done anything to me. There's no reason for me to hate her. Did I accidentally... No, okay, I thought I accidentally clicked twice there. I hate most of the people in my class. There's hardly anyone I like. I'm not sure why, but I especially hate this girl. Why is that?
Mamiya?
Something weird I've noticed with this game, though, specifically with Tsukasa. It feels like they're putting Kagami in the center role way more often. And I'm not just talking about, like, with the first chapter when I just happened to be on Kagami's route. Just because that's who the first choice was. It just seems like with every story event so far, Tsukasa's kind of taken a backseat to Kagami. Like, last chapter, we learned way more about Kagami than we ever did about Tsukasa. Which is strange, but I don't know. Like, this is the first time I think we've ever seen Tsukasa not with Kagami. So, yeah. I couldn't say anything in response to that smile. Oh, and speaking of, what did I just get done saying? Wakatsuki Tsukasa. Someone else was standing behind her. Why didn't I notice before? She was probably completely hidden in the other's shadow. But still, I completely missed her. The other one was... Wakatsuki Kagami. Wakatsuki Tsukasa's twin sister. Why didn't I notice her? There was probably some reason. I didn't notice because I didn't want to see her. Which one's talking? Kagami. Okay. Mamiya Takuji! That's your name, isn't it? She actually had to double check that was my name, even though we're in the same class. It's true, I hadn't been going to classes all that much. But still, we'd been in the same class for almost half a year. He's not even answering. That's enough, Tsukasa. Let's go.
Sure, but...
The Wakatsuki sisters. The older one is bursting with energy. The younger one is reserved and quiet. Their personalities are complete opposites, but... Top of the class, beautiful, good at sports, popular. I don't have anything in common with them. They get on my nerves.
Though, I did put the printouts from class in your desk.
I walked away. They're annoying.
You don't go to class very often, Mamiya.
What's her problem? Why is she following me? Don't assume that we're following you. We're just heading in the same direction.
What a coincidence. Why are you skipping classes?
That is Takuji, okay. Who knows? I don't feel so good. I just made that up so they would stop following me. You don't feel good, huh? Her voice sounded accusatory. What was that supposed to mean? Was she trying to say that it was my motivation at fault, not my health? So you don't go to classes. Can't go, don't wanna go. This woman, what's her problem? How could this woman be so persistent? We walked like that all the way to the Suginomiya shopping district. It was quite a long distance. I was going to go to a closer store, but then these two started following me. No, according to them, they were just headed in the same direction. Most of the students here use this station, after all. Everything she said seemed to be in response to what I was thinking. That's not possible. Why do you think I can read your mind? But you just did. Just now, you did. Do you think the world revolves around you? That's ridiculous. He's probably just having a different type of delusion right now. There was the electric shock sound. After all. Huh?
Oh, sorry. Did we upset you?
My head felt itchy. It kept getting itchier. For some reason, my head gets itchy at times like these. All my pores open up. I suppose my head itches because there are so many pores on it. Anyway, this woman gets on my nerves. What? Our eyes met. She had an unpleasant face. Her expression was carefully controlled. Looking at her face reminded me of something. Just looking at those two irritated me. Tsukasa, we shouldn't be so close.
Sister!
Look, he doesn't want to associate with us. There's no reason for us to talk to him.
Sister, you can't say that. Mamiya?
I tried to put some distance between us, but Tsukasa was doing her best to keep up with me. I was walking fast, so Tsukasa had to run to keep up, since she was so much smaller. I walked even faster. She ran even harder. I started running too. Her breath was ragged from running. Something like this. Did something like this happen in the past? I'm not sure why, but it felt nostalgic. As if I knew the situation. Why? The answer is obvious. It's just deja vu. Simply deja vu. It's not a memory of the past.
This is just like old times.
Huh?
Nah, sorry. It has nothing to do with you.
That's right. We never met until we came to this school. Sorry for saying something so weird. Wait, that was also Tsukasa. The sprite changes fucking throw me off, because that's how Umineko always indicated who's talking. What is she saying? Of course we didn't.
I just remember doing something like this before.
But we only met recently, right?
Like I said, it's just my memory. It has nothing to do with you. I just remembered something.
A girl chasing after the protagonist. I don't have a sister. Oh, really? Huh. I didn't even have any female friends when I was growing up, so there's no way she could remember me. But I still felt nostalgic about something. Hold on. Is this game so weird to no, she's still there. Okay. Which means, it's probably because that kind of situation comes up so often in Arage. I've seen scenes like that so many times in games. So when something like it happens in reality, it feels familiar. It's kind of sad, really. But besides that... Your sister does that too. Would you stop reading my mind?
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Jeez, looking at other people's thoughts. What are you, peeping Toms? What? Are you trying to pick a fight? Huh? I won't let you off easy if you talk about Tsukasa like that. I'm not trying to start a fight. Kagami looked at me fiercely. Why is she so outspoken? Then don't say crap like that.
Sister!
What's your problem? You're the ones trying to talk to me. It's not like I want to talk to someone like you.
Sister!
Sorry. She apologized when her sister yelled at her. That's surprising. It almost looks like the younger one is the one in control. Well, not like it matters to me. Tsukasa pointed to a store window.
Look over there.
I wasn't really interested, but I looked where she was pointing. No?
It's a big rabbit doll.
So what? That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't. If I had said that, the older one would have gotten on my case again.
When I was little, I got a big rabbit doll from my brother.
Oh, really? You guys have a brother? That's nice. And what about it? What do I care?
A big doll. It was as tall as I was.
It was really big, huh?
Yeah, it was probably really expensive, too.
How kind of him.
Yeah.
Tsukasa answered with a joyful smile. That smile kind of irritated me. Kagami glared daggers at me. What's wrong this time? It's not like I did anything to make her sad.
That was the happiest moment of my life. I was so happy I wanted time to just stop right there.
You mean like beautiful moment, do not pass away, right?
Yeah, just like Faust.
What's this? Why did Faust's words come out of my mouth? I don't know anything about him. I've never read that book. Huh. Strange. Faust is one of those old novels that they talk about in textbooks. Well, who cares? Who cares? Her happiest moment really has stopped after all. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is her. But still, you can't talk about that to just anyone on the street, Tsukasa. That's one of your most important memories, you know?
Yes, but...
What's she saying? Mamiya, right? Yeah, and? Don't make her worry too much. Huh? I wouldn't care if you got run over by a bus tomorrow. But Tsukasa would be upset if something happened to one of her classmates. But you wouldn't care at all? Oh, whatever. This is where we part.
Yeah, this is the station.
See ya.
Yeah, bye.
We're off. That was weird. What's up with them? Their personalities really are complete opposites. It bugs me how that Kagami girl is always trying to pick a fight. But that girl called Tsukasa, I don't know why, but she bugs me too. Those two. Why do I hate those two? Why do they irritate me so much? Okay. That was weird. I bought quite a lot. The teachers would confiscate this bag if they saw it, so I had to climb over the back fence. This way is a shortcut to my secret base, too. What the fuck? The wind had just, like, stabbed me from my window. Well then. Huh?
Nah?
Huh? Why did she come out of the manhole? That means... Takashima? What are you doing? Did you come to see me? Hey! What's wrong? Why did she run away? Chased after her, but she was already gone. She's pretty fast. She was gone. But still, what was that? She came to see me, didn't she? Why'd she run when she saw me? Maybe she came to see me and ran away because she was embarrassed? Possibly. What do you mean? That almost makes it sound like she might like me. Does she? No. This is how they get you to lower your guard. Nothing good has come of this before. You can't open up to them so easily. Well, it didn't seem to me like she had any bad intentions. I wonder if she's going to come again. If I get my expectations up, it'll just end in tragedy. I laughed as I slumped into the couch. And then I was assaulted by drowsiness. What? I'm getting sleepy again. Well, I did talk to those unpleasant girls, and I walked all the way to the shopping district. There were plenty of reasons for me to be tired. Sleepy. The blazing summer sun steals my energy. No, I was tired even before it got hot. Lots of people say they're tired in the spring, so being tired during the spring isn't a problem. The problem is... July 4th? July 10th? Excuse me? Did you sleep for a week, boy? Okay. Weird. Okay, well, I think right about now is probably a good place to end this episode. I realize I'm not quite yet at an hour, but... well, it's more than an hour's worth of content, technically speaking, due to the scene that I skipped through, sorta, so... yeah, I'm sorry if that annoys anybody that I do that, but I hope you at least understand that the reason I do that is because it's going on for forever, and I see no reason to read between the lines there, because if the whole intention of the scene is just to show how much of a delusional freak Takuji is, then, well, that's all that really needs to be said. He's a delusional freak who thinks of stuff like that. That's really all that scene was meant to convey. Nothing that happened with Zakuro there was real. So, yeah. Regardless, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button, and if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!